So you mentioned speed now twice. Are they faster doing business? Is that what you're trying to say?
Much faster.
In what sense?
So if somebody's interested in speaking with you and they're working 9 to 5, but they want to speak to you, they'll set up a dinner for you that night and you'll get the deal done then. You know what I mean? It's about getting in before the next person gets in. If they like what you've got, the deal will be done immediately. There's no time wasting. There's no, why don't you meet me? I can meet you. I've got availability next month. Everything is today, you know? And it's an interesting experience when you come back to a Western country like the UK or Canada, in which people are much slower in their ways to execute business. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying, but it takes a little bit of time to get used to that speed of life.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
I remember when I first came back to Vancouver, I came back here in 2013 and 14 for a couple of years. My wife wanted to get Canadian PR. She's a Chinese citizen. So we decided to come back and have an experience, and it was all new to her, and it was kind of new to me because it'd been so many years since I'd been living here. And having lived in China, you know, I was calling people up and I was saying, you know, about that email I sent this morning, you know, I just wanted to follow up on that. And they're like, whoa, you know, no, I haven't even read that yet, you know, whereas if in China it would be like, well, you'll lose the business if you don't act on something right away. It's just a different speed. There's less emphasis on work-life balance and more work, grab everything while you can. It's just a different way of life.
And how was it for you first, why did you decide to move back?
Politically, it's changed a lot there.
How so?
In the sense that Canada was very much a friend of China until the situation where the Canadian government arrested, rightfully so at the time, based on the evidence they had at the time, arrested a high-ranking official.
Huawei.
From Huawei, right? The company Huawei, which is a major telecommunications company in China. And that then became 2 Canadians were held, and it just became a sticky situation. So as a Canadian living in China, I used to run seminars and workshops where I would go to organizations. They'd be like, oh, Canada, they're our friend. And towards the end, I would go to workshops and be like, people would say, oh, I don't want to be in a seminar run by someone from Canada. They're not our friend. So it's slow. I don't know what it's like now because I've been away for a couple of years, and maybe that situation has fixed itself. And it just came a time when I thought, you know, it's a time in my life where I want to come back to Canada. It's a great quality of life, and you know, the pollution was very high in China, and I wanted to just come back home and reestablish myself here.